Hey gang, it's Leila here with this week's comic book reviews from the Comic Connection. First up, we've got Anita Blake, Vampire Hunter, Guilty Pleasures, number 12 of 12. This is from Marvel, written by Laurel K. Hamilton and adapted by Jess Ruffner, and the art's by Ron Lim. In this episode, or comic, Anita and Edward confront Nikolaos and her minions and reveal to her in a most shocking way who the identity of the vampire murderer, and it's someone close to the Master. This was a really good series. I really enjoyed it. I haven't read Laurel K. Hamilton stuff before this, but it's really amazing and the art is beautiful. So if you are not reading these books, you really, really should. They're going to continue on with the next book after this, so pick it up. Next, we've got Trinity III from DC Comics. In this issue, the Justice League show up to battle Convict and fall into a bit of trouble. So Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman show up to help them out. But this is all a sort of ruse by the bad guys to sort of look at the Trinity and see what their weaknesses are. And we also learn in the backup story about Tarot, who's having a crisis of faith and wondering whether her talent is being used for good or evil. And it leaves us wondering what role she's going to have to play in the Trinity's storyline coming up. I'm really liking the series so far. You know, it's going to go slow because it's a weekly book. But pick it up, it's early, and it looks like it's going to go to somewhere good. And last and not least, we've got Angel After the Fall, number 9. You guys know that I haven't really reviewed this book in a while. To be honest, I haven't really read the last 6 issues up to this one because Angel's been kind of disappointing to me. But I jumped back on with this one, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, there's the big battle with the Lords, and there's some surprising twists and turns, and including Illyria turning into Fred, who turns into Illyria, which I'm not really sure where they're going with that or if it's even going to be any good in the long run. But I gotta say that this book was pretty good, and you know, maybe I'll go back and read those other 6 to see how we got here. I'm not sure where we're going, but I still don't like the art. They really need to improve that for this series to kind of get to the next level for me. But if you're a fan of Angel, you'll enjoy it.
Hey folks, Jim here with this week's comic book reviews. This week, it's Transformers week on the show. First off, Transformers movie prequel. In this one, it tells the tale of how the Autobots and Decepticons came to Earth in search of the Allspark. It's okay. The art by Don Figueroa is really good. The art by Andrew Wildman, not so much. It goes from Don to Andrew, and it really kind of sucks. But the story, really good. If you're a fan of the movie, you're really going to like this. Next up, Transformers Wheelie Cyclonus by Simon Furman and E.J. Sue. In this issue, Cyclonus craves above all else order. With his way to improve the universe is his Cybertronian ideals. But first, he has to get past the Autobots. Really great art. This starts to put a lot of the Spotlight issues together, and the storyline is starting to really gel. And the art by E.J. Sue is fantastic. Another great Transformers book by Simon Furman and E.J. Sue. Last but not least, Spotlight Wheelie. Yes, it's a character you never thought you'd see in a Spotlight, but the story is really good. In this issue, crash landing on a desolate planet, Wheelie has to survive on his own. But soon he finds a Decepticon outpost where they're holding slaves, and he has to save them. Really nice issue, really good story by Simon Furman as always, and Klaus Scherwinski, really good art. I really enjoyed this, and I'm really surprised at how good it is. And now, a special promotion. I'll be at Transformers Con this weekend in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So be sure to come down to see me, and if not to come see me, come and see Greg Berger, the voice of G1 Grimlock, because it's G1 Grimlock, baby. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, next week is the 1st anniversary of Geeking Out Comic Peek of the Week. So please send us your ideas for what you'd like to see us do for the 1st anniversary show next Friday.